Hi everyone, this is Elise with Crafty Cat Designs, and today I'm bringing you a couple of thrift store hauls. This is, it's been a couple of weeks worth of visits, so it's not just one location, and I'm not really going to remember exactly where I got all these things because I've been to several different thrift stores, some of my favorites, and picked up a variety of things and decided that before I start making them over and putting them out, that I wanted to share a video and let everybody see what I got. So let's get started. All right, so the first thing that I want to show you are these two wooden bowls. What I really liked about these is they say on the back where they came from, and it may be, I'm not sure if you can read that, but it is the Woodbury Woodworks in Burlington, Vermont, and it says that it's made of birch and it's hand turned. And the other thing I thought was really charming about this pair is that it has the sticker on the back that explains what it is. Wood has always played an important part in the rapid development of fine arts, and the material used for this beautiful woodware is hand selected from the finest of wood that grows in Vermont. To preserve the hand polish finish, rinse with lukewarm water and wipe dry after using. So it's got some instructions on the bottom. And in looking at this, you can see that this is an older font used. So this is, it's not focusing. Okay, well, you're just gonna take my word for it because it doesn't want to focus on that tiny font. And so these are older and they're really cute. I don't know if I'm going to, they do need a little bit of work. There's some little bit of, there you go, you can kind of see it right here. Looks like a little bit of water damage, and then this one's got some water damage in the bottom, but I think I can take off the finish, and I just want to wax them. I think they'll be beautiful like that. Look great on a dresser, little trinket bowl, jewelry bowl, something like that. But I thought they were charming. I think they were as a pair, I think I paid $1.99 for the pair. The particular shop I go to that I got these, their housewares are not very well priced. So I usually just end up paying whatever they have on it if I really like it. And $1.99 for this isn't much, but some of their other items are priced a lot higher. So paid $1.99 for that. And another piece of woodware that I really like is this. I thought it was really cute. What I really liked about it that made it different is it has this little bit of a pedestal to it, and then it's got this scalloped edge at the top. I'm not entirely sure what I want to do with it. If I'm gonna completely paint it, if I'm just gonna paint the inside in a nice color. I was also thinking maybe it would look good added to the top of maybe a candlestick or something. So I'm not 100% sure what I'm gonna do with this, but at $1.99, let's see if there's that coming in. There we go. Now it's focusing. At $1.99, I decided that it was worth taking it home and taking my time to figure out what I wanted to do with it. The next thing that I got, this is something I picked up yesterday. All of these were picked up yesterday at Thrift City. The other thing, now here are 3 rolling pins. I did not get all of these in one location. I actually picked up all 3 of these at 3 different locations. So I've seen a lot of displays of old rolling pins, and these are not old. These are newer ones. In fact, they even have plastic along this part right here. So they're not, they're not worth a whole lot, but I only paid $3 for each one of them. Even though I got them at 3 different stores, they all had the same price for them. So I guess $3 is the going rate for rolling pins these days. Now, stay tuned. In a future video, I am going to show how to make this over and make it look like an older rolling pin. I'm going to experiment a little bit and get the look that I want before I show you. This one, I don't know, yep, you can see it. I already started the work of distressing it, which included so far hitting it with a hammer. So I've already got some of that going on in it, and I want to do some of that. I'm probably going to use a stain on it to get it a little darker. I already sanded off the polyurethane that was on top of it to give it a more natural look. So once I figure out exactly what's going to look great, I'll bring you a video and show you what we're going to do with those. but I've got 3 of those so far. Okay, another thing I picked up is a wooden spoon, and I just happen to love wood cookware, so anytime I find it, I buy it. This one had a little bit of a, I don't know if you can see it, so I'm gonna pick it up. There we go, it's focusing now. A little bit of a gouge out of it, which I didn't notice when I bought. And so I've sanded it down and tried to get that out of there. I still have to work on it a little bit. It still kind of shows up, but I'm gonna work on that and then probably take the polyurethane off of it and wax it. So be a nice serving spoon. So the next thing that I got is this cute little cup, and I bought it because it had this rose, I don't know if you can see it or not. It's gonna, yeah, looks like it's focusing. This rose pattern in the bottom of it that I thought was really pretty, and it has some kind of maker's mark in it, but I couldn't read it. So I was curious about it. I wanted to know a little bit more about it, so I went ahead and bought it. It wasn't very much. I think maybe 69 cents or something like that. I got it home. I researched it. Now I don't remember what it was. It's just a little lusterware. It's not Fire King, but it's one of those similar ones, and it's not extremely valuable. Maybe worth $4 or $5, but I just thought it was really pretty, and I will probably use this in some type of Christmas project or possibly spring, Easter, something like that. Put something in it for display, but I just thought it was a lovely little cup. Okay, and then the next thing I got, now this actually was a pair, but one of them has already been confiscated by a family member who's using it to drink water out of. So the reason I bought these, when I picked them up, they were very, very heavy. The walls of them were very thick, and I also liked that the pattern of it was just a flat sides rather than, most of them have kind of a divot pattern in it. I don't know what that's called, and I just thought it was a little bit different. Now, most of you or many of you probably know, I don't know if I can even see it in here, but it's a little script L on the bottom. It stands for Libby Glass, but now I know what Libby Glass is. So it's a pretty well-known, pretty prolific glass maker. This particular one is made for the restaurant industry, and they're sold in lots of 10 or 12 each for about $70. So it doesn't have a lot of value, but I'm glad I got them. They're really nice. I do wish I actually had more, because these would be fantastic for serving like a root beer float at a get together, something like that. But the reason that it's so heavy, they're made like that so that when you freeze them to get that frosty on the outside of it, that it really maintains the cold temperature, because they're nice and thick. But anyway, I got a pair of these, even though you're only seeing one. And I paid, I think I paid $1.99 for these. Okay, the next item that I got is this hand mirror. Oh, sorry guys, sorry about that. This is celluloid, and if you look at the back of it, you can kind of see that it's that old style plastic. Now, let me cover this so it doesn't, and you can see from the front of it, the coloring of it, it kind of looks like ivory. Celluloid is a product that was made to mimic ivory, because but it was an early plastic, and it was a lot cheaper. But now these items are collectible in their own. This looks like, I would say from the style of it, maybe from the 20s or 30s, but there's no markings on it, so I can't be sure. But it's in very good shape. It's got a little bit of, there's some fine scratches to the surface of it that I think I can buff out. And it was a little bit dirty, but I've cleaned it up. And honestly, I've already taken the sticker off. I don't remember what I paid for it, but it was probably in the neighborhood of $3, I think. So I got that. I just always like hand mirrors and things like that. So I picked it up. I'm not sure if I'm going to try to sell it or if I'm just going to keep it and put it someplace. Okay. Next thing that I got are 2 paint by number prints. This one and this one. So they're a pair. Oh, let me do one at a time, because they're kind of hard to get both of them in the frame. And they were, I think I paid, well, there it is on the back. I paid 99 cents for each one of these. So this was a very good price on these. And they are kind of a poor quality. They're very thin cardboard that they're on, and you can see that they're not extremely detailed. But what I really liked about them, I love the colors. They're a little different with the green and then sort of this burgundy red and then this putty kind of pink. I just really like the combination of the colors in it. So I'm going to probably paint the frame, and I might even keep these because I really like them and I think they might work well in my living room. That is if my daughter doesn't confiscate it. She was quick to let me know that these would match her decor. And then this one, I love the coloring in the trees. It's really cute. So for 99 cents, you can't really go wrong. Now it looks like, I don't know if you can see this, maybe. If you can't see it, that's actually really good. There's some damage right here where it looks like they weren't very careful when they were stacking things up, and they actually cracked the back of it, which is kind of a bummer. So I might have to go through there, tape that, and do a little touch up on that. But I thought those were very cute, and I can do a lot with it. Okay, now this little item, this is an odd little vase. I'm not even sure why I bought this, but I was just attracted to the texture of it, and I think painted this could look really cool. I did notice this is pretty interesting. It's got this geometric kind of texture to it, and then I don't know if you can see it, but along it they've got 4 of them that are just kind of smooth. Not sure what happened there. They just get tired of carving it. I don't know, but it's obviously a cheapie, but I thought it was pretty cool. I think it was 69 cents. So I was like, okay, I kind of like it. So I just threw it in my cart. Oh, fine. And then I've got this piece over here. Hold on just a moment. Let me get this. Okay, so, ooh, that may be too close to the camera. All right, well, let me see. Holding it back. No, I'm not gonna be able to get the whole thing in there. Okay, well, I got this beautiful crewel work art piece. I just thought it was so charming, and I love that the colors were blue and yellow. Most crewel work out of the 70s, the vintage pieces, tended to be in earthy tones, and even when they had colors, they were sort of that toned down 70s colors that were popular. So this one's kind of unique because of the color combination, and I really liked it. It's a large piece, as you can see, and it's really nice. I think I paid $7.99 for it, so a little more than I usually like to pay, but it was so charming I just had to have it. Oh, also on the enamel bucket I paid $5.99. That store that I got that at tends to be a little high on their housewares, but I really wanted it, so I went ahead and paid the $5.99 for it. I would have rather paid about half that, but that's what they charge, so if I wanted it, I had to pay their price. This thing, when I got it, this was absolutely filthy. It had just this coating of grime all over the glass. It was just completely disgusting. So the first thing I did when I brought it home is I sprayed it off and I started scrubbing it down really good. Well, then I decided to take a look at the back side, which I didn't even bother to look at when I put it in my cart. And I found this adorable little message on the back. So let's see if I can get this to focus for you. Let's see. And it says, "Dear Mrs. Tatum, you are a good teacher and I love you. Angela Oliver, 1969. So is that just the cutest thing ever? So this has got to stay on the back. I have to have that. It just adds another whole layer to what is a really adorable piece. I'm particularly fond of I think one of the reasons that I love vintage is because for me the stories that it tells and imagining the past and the owners and where it was and the stories that go with it. And so the story goes with it. It's right there. This was a gift to a teacher in 1969. So I absolutely love this. This is just an adorable, wonderful piece. So this is going to hang in my house. I'm not going to sell this. I can't part with it. It's just wonderful. Okay, so let me set that aside. Okay. And okay, so now we're on to the very last piece. Now this is not a vintage item, but this is something that I have wanted for a while and I couldn't afford. And once you see it, anyone that's familiar with this brand is going to know exactly why I couldn't afford it, because there's probably a lot of you out there that can't afford this. But I was so excited when I found this yesterday. All right, so hold on just a minute. Here we go. Yep, you saw it right. There it is. Okay. It's real. I couldn't believe it. And it is in immaculate condition. It doesn't even look like it's ever been used. The real deal. And this was $13 for real, in absolutely mint condition. So I was super excited. I've been pricing this stuff for a while. I'm trying to replace my cookware with items that are more durable and are going to last longer, but that stuff's expensive. This item new is about $150, so way out of my budget. So I was so happy when I found this and I ran home with it. So that's the last of my thrift store haul. And after this, I'm going to post another video that is a Dollar Tree haul. It's not as long, but it has some items that I purchased for a particular project. So if you're interested in that, please stay tuned. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be bringing you thrift store hauls, visits to thrift stores, and then also the craft projects when I upcycle or remake those items into either other items or I just clean them up, repaint them, that kind of thing. So if that's something that you enjoy, please subscribe and check into my other videos. Thank you. Bye.